Hello everyone, today I'm going to be doing some walkthrough solves on 505. Now I average sub 1 on 505 and I've averaged sub 1 for a few years now. Haven't improved too much in that time, just little bits here and there, but yeah. I thought it would be interesting to do some walkthrough solves because I remember when I was much slower at 505 how helpful it was to see different walkthrough solves. So maybe there's things I can show that haven't been showed off as much in other videos on YouTube, and maybe I don't watch enough YouTube, but I don't really see videos like this very often, and I remember them being some of the most helpful videos when I was at a slower speed, and probably like stuff that I should look at if there's any walkthrough solves of faster solvers or anything on big cubes that could be helpful to take a look at. But yeah, so it's just a random hand scramble here. Helpful thing on 505 especially is to be color neutral, because even if on 3x3 stage you don't have, if you do CFOP, if you don't have a particular cross, if you have a particular cross color or colors that you do, it doesn't make a difference if you are doing reduction. Now if you're doing Yao, that's another story. I should mention that these walkthrough solves are on reduction because that's my main method. I can do Yao, but I'm a decent bit slower. I'm in the 1.0 range with Yao, but for Redux, absolutely no matter on which color you do for first center, it doesn't make a difference. Unless you're just like not used to doing that in particular, but you might as well get used to that now. There's no color scheme to worry about like 6x6, and even with 6x6, it's not too difficult. So yeah, there's so many things that you can do with a lot of 505 scrambles. I'm trying to see what I want to do. I know the first thing I saw is yellow, and I probably would go with yellow because there's only 2 moves to a 2x2x3 on the yellow center. So you see you match these 2 up for this bar, and this bar's already there to go in. And I did not plan what my third bar would be. I should have in this situation. Like looking at this, yeah, it's pretty easy to tell what your third bar is going to be in this situation, because this is I guess this is a plus center, and here are your 2 X centers. So you're gonna have your 2 X centers on this one and your plus center here. So it's easy to track what you'll do next. So you can, what I would do is I would do this and then immediately rotate like this, because a good way to match up a plus center like this with X centers is by doing a slice move down the middle to get it over here. So I'm actually gonna do a D like this and then a slice move like little M2, I guess you could call it, to match these 2 up. And then I'm going to match this one up with here like this. Then I'm going to rotate like this so I can do an F prime and insert this big bar in the bottom. I could execute it like this, but then like it's on top. So I rotate like this so I could do it like that. So I have the white on top right there. And this is kind of a weird case, but I immediately after seeing this, I rotated here and I saw this. So I see this pair right here, like this 3x1. So I immediately want to match it up like this. It's kind of odd, but that's kind of what I want to do. And while doing that, I see that I have this here. So I'm just going to rotate like this, do an M prime like this to bring this center down and match it up with these 2, do an F, and then bring it back. And as I did that, I saw this back here. And it was a full speed solve. I probably wouldn't see this. I might not do this center though this way in particular, but this is how I saw it here. You know, a lot of times when you're doing solves faster, you tend to do more inefficient things. Depending on how you feel, it can cause you to do different things, because there's so many options in big cubes. I'm just showing particular options, and I think it can be helpful to see those options, you know. So just making sure everything's in frame, because I do have a very zoomed in angle. So yeah, I would definitely bring this down here, put it up, and I did see this going in the back as I go here. So now I have this bar. I have this. This is the 3rd X center. I know the 4th X center must be over here. So my last 2 pieces must be in the back, because looking at here, I know that I already know the plus center is back here. And I know you can't really, some things I'm pointing to you can't necessarily see, so I apologize for that. But this is, you already have this. The other plus center's in the back, and the other X center is over here. So I'm gonna rotate like this, put this in. And really, a better thing to do would be do this, but I doubt I would do that. I would just put it in like this. And then I would match these 2 up. And then I can put this one over like this and insert it up. So now I have my first two centers. Moving on, I immediately see this. I probably would make this, but there's also this right here. But considering I looked this way, I bet I would just go ahead and make this 3x1 right here. And doing that, I saw that I had another piece right here, so I'd rotate up. But not just, normally if it was just this piece, I would do this and insert it, to bring it down like here to make a 3x1. But considering there's two of the pieces, I would do this in order to make a 2x2x2. And rotating down here, I see that I have this case as a 2x2x2, a 2x2x1, and a 3x3x1. And this is easily making the third center by bringing this up to match up the 2x3. And I'm saying 2x2x, it's just a 2x2x2. This is a 2x3. And then bring it down like this. And I do want to bring it, I don't want to do this because you don't want a solid center on top. That's just not good. You want to bring it down like this so you just can do a quick rotation instead of like some Y2 crap or anything. And immediately I see this right here, this little L, and I know I want to put another plus center right here, and I know I have this as well. So I definitely want to be putting another plus center there so then I can match this up here to make a 2x3. So I'm going to do this, and then rotate like this. Then I see this, and I know immediately what I'm doing to get this down here. I'm going to do like a wide R3, U prime wide R, and then knowing that this is going to be in the bottom, I already know this is what it is based on what I've done before. So I want to put this in like that. So that's my 2x2x3 that, what was it that I did? I don't remember. It was this. Yeah. Knowing this right here, I had a good idea of what I was going to do. I wanted to put a plus center here, just depending on what it was. When I saw up here and this is what it was, I obviously do this one and not this one. Because this one, you have to do a U2 first to insert it, or like some sort of like M2 stuff, which is much worse. And this one has already a piece attached to it. So it's better just to do this one right here and then put that there. So right there. Then I can just do the last 3x1 like this. This is a unique case because you have a 2x1 here and a 2x1 here, but I was looking at this as well as this. I looked more so at this is what I mean. I looked at this sort of thing right here where I have a X center, plus center, and plus center instead of X center, plus center, plus center. So I would do this, but you could also do this. A move inefficient, but whatever. I have this 3x2 now, and all I have left is this last 3x1. So this is a pretty simple case where I could match these two up, and then all I have left, match these two up while also putting this in here, which allows me to just insert it like that. Pretty quick last bar. And so yeah, the first thing I see after doing that is this blue-yellow. So I rotate over here to see what blue-yellow is, and it turns out I suck because I have to do an X2 because I saw this blue-yellow, but there's not a single blue-yellow on any of, I saw this, I did a U. There's not a single one of these 6 edges has blue-yellow except this one. So I'm going to do an X2 like this. I think that's what I would do. I might execute it differently, but I believe I would execute it like that. And now I see all my edges I need for this pair. That's a bit of unluckiness, but it's all good because I can immediately do this pair now. Because having seen this, really from this position, I don't see any. I probably wouldn't see these, but even in these, I don't see yellow, blue. If I rotate here, I have an entire 6 edges I'm looking at. If I rotate here, I have another 6 edges I can look at. The entire other side of the cube gives me access to all of that. So I have all of that here, and I immediately know that this was here. And I see this other one here and here. So I have the entire edge built. All I have to do is insert the pieces and match it up. And here it is in the back. And at that moment, I would probably immediately bring this to the top, noting that I see that I have this here. But after doing that, I would probably notice this. And I would maybe think this could be yellow-green, but I also don't know. I don't think I would even do that, honestly. I saw this, but thinking back, I saw this as well. I don't think I would see this and then immediately want to do this, not knowing where the other one is. I might have a slight hesitation choosing between these two, which is slow, and I'm sorry that's going out frame. Because I have this, I was bringing this out. I might have a slight hesitation choosing between these two, but I think I would rather have a 2-bar like this than a pair like this where I don't even know where the third one is. If I looked down a little bit, I could see it's right here. And I could do something that's like, I don't know. So I could insert this in some way back there like this, I guess, and do it. But I doubt I would do that. That's just like so odd. I think I would just do this. Match this up right here. Then I would flip it over. Have this here. You know, I do think I talked enough about how the edges go. I'm just going to go through like what edges I would do for the rest of it. See these two and this. Oh, that's not, I did not see that right. So that's a mistake right there. Thinking that one was orange, white, and it wasn't. Then I see these. And a helpful thing in edges is to rotate it like this. This is sort of like an X, 2, Y sort of thing, but it's actually pretty easy to execute. And immediately I see this right on top, so I can just insert it, put it in, and I see this, so I'm just gonna put this in here, and I know it's not on any of these like edges, so it must be like, once I put this in here and do another one of those X, 2, Y things, I should immediately be able to find where the piece is, and I do, it's right there. So I input that there. And then I can do these two next, these two yellow, or not yellow, green oranges. And also while rotating, I might take note of how these two are right here, where I can do soon. But I see these are right here, so I'll do those. And I have this, so I might like, if I start to do this and realize I'm breaking up this pair, I might undo it, put it in, then redo it. Do some sort of multi-edge pairing thing, but I think I would be turning too fast to see that, and if I did see it, it would definitely be like that, where I do the move and then do it back. If not, I might just go fast enough where I have to repair it, and it's just annoying, but it depends really on how fast I'm seeing things. And now, I do remember I have that on top as well, so I can rotate and put this in here like this. And now I'm on last 4 edges. Immediately on last 4 edges. I do last 4 edges on M slice. I used to do it on E and do stuff like this and all that stuff. But in September 2018 at Cobb Cubes 2018, Tommy said I should do L4E on M, and I just started doing it. And I think he ended up switching back to E sometime after that too, which is weird. After telling me to do that, he said I should try it, and I just tried it, and I liked it more actually. I feel like the finger tricks flow better, and not only that, you don't have to rotate back and forth with M2, U2, M to go back here. To do like an edge cycle, or a midge cycle. These are called midges. So I would immediately see this and this, and I would do a slice, flip, slice like that, do a U2. Then I see this can go here, and that was really stupid. I didn't realize I only had 2 left. I immediately saw this thinking it was, because looking at this, I don't know what this is. I think this might go to another yellow piece. I thought I had 3 edges left, but it looks like one was already automatically solved that I didn't notice. So I think this is how it was. So I did this, did a U2, and thought I had 3 more. So I rotate like this to do, if this one was 1 as well, I would do something like this. But that isn't the case. I don't have some sort of 3 cycle here to do that. I just have an L2E case, and it's a pretty simple L2E case. I learned this in 2016 from a MoU booklet, one of the first ones, or it might have been the mirror, but it's the same thing, lefty versus righty. If it's these two versus if it's these two, it's the same case that's like this. And immediately going into 3x3 stage, I see this, and I see this. So I'm just gonna do like an L2 U2, and then rotate like this, and to finish off the cross, I can do an R prime, F prime, D prime, R prime, D2. But the most important thing going into cross for big cubes is being able to see a cross edge as quickly as you can, and just start working with what you have. Because it's better to just start turning the cube and trying to do cross as quickly as you can than just try to like look at it and say, okay, this is how I'm going to do cross. That's not what you do. It's all about look ahead, all about doing the next thing. If you lose a few moves and efficiency, but turn quickly, that's much better than just like, oh, what am I gonna do for cross? Oh, it's happened to me before. It's really slow. It's not what you want. So yeah, and especially if you're color neutral, honestly just pick whatever piece you see first as your cross. I do white yellow, so I just see like whatever white or yellow thing I see, I just do first. Unless there's something like really easy, I might think about it for like half a second and do it. But that's only if it like pops out as like particularly easy, like some X cross thing or something. That's not very common. So yeah, I did my cross. I immediately see these two pairs. This is just standard 3x3 now. I'll go through it quickly. I saw this pair was made at the same time. These two and these two in the back. If I was smart, I would do like something like that. That's not even smart. I don't know what I could do that's good, but I'd probably just solve the pair normally. Oh, and that's how you're supposed to do it. It turns out I don't even know how to do EO stuff. Solving the pair normally is what made EO. Then I would do this ULL. Oh, that's I feel like that would be good for 5 of 5. I'm just gonna execute from a more normal angle, because now you have a U-perm, and I can just go. Let's execute that. This is very locky. Maybe from all this slow turning, I just can't turn my cube right now. But yeah. Let's do the U-perm. But yeah, that is my 5 of 5 walkthrough solve. Tell me in the comments things you might have seen here that you've never seen or never realized before. That's it for the video today. See everyone next time.